Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, my name is Julie and I do handbag reviews. If you're not new, welcome back guys. It's so great to have you again. So tonight I want to do just a really quick reveal of a bag that has just recently re-entered into my collection. And I kind of want to go over the topic of rebuying bags that we have sold in the past, because I feel like I am majorly guilty of doing that, and I kind of want to make this video as a little bit of accountability for myself and trying not to repeat that cycle and just kind of briefly talk about like why we do things like that, and you know, just kind of being like handbag lovers and handbag addicts, we have a tendency to possibly, you know, sell, then buy, and then be like, why did we even sell it in the beginning? So either ways, this is the new bag that I just rebought and brought back into my collection. It is my Louis Vuitton Neo Noe in the Noir, so the black trim. So just a little story on this bag. Back in, I think it was like the end of 2019, I did buy this bag. I bought it from Louis Vuitton and carried it for about 2 years. Absolutely loved it. And then it came to be about the time for me to actually buy this house that I'm in. So I bought this home like near the end of 2020. And so come springtime of about 2021, I had got the brilliant idea in my head to sell all my Louis Vuitton bags. Yeah, that was pretty stupid. This was one of them. And I know the reason why I did it, and it was right when I was first starting actually making YouTube videos and stuff. Like, I know the reason why I did it, and it was strictly just because in my business, which is real estate, I am just strictly commissioned, and I kind of started feeling like maybe I wanted to be a little bit more conservative and, you know, things like that. Like, I just bought a house and I just kind of feel like maybe I could just sell my Louis Vuitton bags and put it all into savings just to be sure, you know? So I did that, and I'm like, okay. So then I went ahead and bought a bunch of like different brands of bags, and realized that the love that I had deep down in my heart for this brand was still there. And so then later on last year, I did purchase this exact same bag in epi leather in black, and really liked it. However, there was issues with it. On the bottom of the epi leather version, it is actually, it's all leather on the bottom, but it is very, very smooth leather, like soft, smooth leather. And it started like easily denting. Like, I could just basically set it down anywhere and it would start to like show tiny little dents on the bottom. And then also on the top, it started like peeling, like some of the glazing started to peel. So I sold that bag back to Fashion File, and you know, I also wasn't really a big fan of the stiffness of the epi leather on that bag. It was beautiful, but it just didn't have my heart like the monogram version did. So, so just recently I decided to go ahead and rebuy this one because I really did miss it. So basically, I want to just discuss the reason why we sell bags and then rebuy them. And I want this to just kind of be a message that it is totally okay to do that. Like, I feel like we shouldn't be beating ourselves up because we've sold a bunch of bags, we bought them because we did truly miss them. Or you sell a bag because maybe that bag in particular had some problems with it, but then they maybe like made a new version of the bag, and so you really wanted to buy like the new version of it. Like the Palm Springs Mini backpack, for instance. Maybe you didn't like the old version, so you rebought the new version with the exposed zipper. There's nothing absolutely wrong with that. Like if there was a, you know, issue that you had with it, But say for instance, you have a bag for like a couple years and you decide that you're just kind of tired of using it, you know, like I just kind of decided I'm just tired of using this bag or seeing this bag in my collection. So I just kind of want to part ways with it, use that money, buy something different. Or you don't even have to use that money, just use any money, buy other bags. But then you just think about it and you're like, why am I doing that? Why did I part ways with that bag when I really did truly miss it? And kind of what I'm trying to refer to is almost seller's regret right now. So seller's remorse, seller's regret, things like that. So I think that I definitely want to, for myself, think really, really hard and thoroughly about the reasons why I want to sell a bag, and then envision my bag collection without that bag anymore, and try really, really hard not to repurchase it again, because if you repurchase it again, you may have made another mistake and then really want to sell it off. So, but yeah, just kind of like little food for thought there on that subject. So she's back in my life again. And guys, let me know, are you guys kind of guilty of it too? Just because like I did sell off like a bunch of my Coach handbags, and to be quite honest with you, I don't really regret doing that, and nothing against Coach or anything like that. But when I sold a bunch of my Coach handbags, a lot of it was to refund, you know, buying some of the Louis Vuitton and like my YSL bags that I have in my collection. I kind of feel like I'm not more prone to part with these bags anymore. Mainly because if you have to rebuy it, you need to think in your head like, oh gosh, it's gonna be like a lot more money if I ever have to repurchase it again. So just kind of think about that. If you're lucky enough to sell a bag and get like more money from it, you know, because maybe it's a rare bag or things like that, then that's kind of cool. I mean, sell away, you know, if you really don't want the bag anymore at all and it's like really, really hard to find peace. But yeah, most of the time, most of us are kind of losing money, I will say, because, you know, so that's kind of the deal thing. Like I'm making a deal with myself. Like I do not want to, you know, take a big loss anymore on selling bags, which, you know, I will tell you that I have lost some money, not like a ton of money, but I've lost some just because I've like thought, I'm just tired of this bag. But either way, I just don't necessarily feel like when it comes to my luxury brand bags that I would be prone to sell them. So if that makes sense. Okay, well that's pretty much it, and I just really appreciate you guys like sticking it out and just kind of letting me ramble here. But I don't know, are there any like regrets that you guys might have on bags that you've sold? Would you ever consider maybe repurchasing that bag ever again in the future? And you know, just yeah, pretty much that. So okay, thanks guys so much. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.